Arab Jews, what's that? Look, since the destruction of the Second Temple, i.e. since somewhat the beginning of recorded Jewish history, it seems that Jews have always identified with the local populace. Meaning Sephardic Jews were called that because they populated Sepharad, i.e. Spain and Portugal. Persian Jews, well, Persian or Farsi, Yemenite Jews, Syrian Jews, Turkish Jews, Spanish Jews, right? African Jews. Meaning an African Jew would still be referred to as an African by outsiders. Meaning it's only after globalization do Africans identify as Africans or Arabs identify as Arabs. Meaning why would you call yourself an Arab in a place where everyone else was Arab? And regarding the term Arab, it was only really after the Arab League was created that more of a nationalistic understanding was created around that term, especially when soon after that it had to deal with a national competitor known as Israel. That really any distinction really began to be made between Israeli and Arab. Meaning that it is true that people in the past identified socially by religion, meaning either Christian, Jewish, or Muslim, right? But the idea from the macro is that just like you have Muslims from Arab lands, you have Christians from Arab lands, Druze from Arab lands. Yes, you guessed it, you also have Jews from Arab lands, right? Jewish Arabs. Meaning, right? If you have Muslim Arab, Christian Arab, you also have Jewish Arab. Not to mention that the presence of Jews in Arab countries predated that of Christians and Muslims, at least as a belief system, meaning that even in terms of culture, i.e. even land, language, dress, right? How they looked, it was all the same. Anyways, think about this. Now, what if someone converted from an Arab society? Would that person cease being considered an Arab when he essentially just changed his religion? Of course not. He would still be an Arab even though he converted to Christianity or to Judaism. Now, to go back a bit, everything really changed after Arab countries declared war with the newly formed nation of Israel, and they ended up throwing out all their Jews. That's when the Jews of Arab lands started identifying in a different manner. When the new nationally, even ethnic, religiously neutral identity of Jewish was born after really 1948, or I mean for sure by the 1960s, meaning Jewish was reserved as a religious identity in the past, not merely just an ethnic one. We saw it in our country, in America. When Jews arrived here in America, they identified as American, but still Jewish. Or how the early Jews in Israel identified as Palestinians, right? They were known as Palestinian Jews. This is nothing new. Now, I get it. Colloquially, Arab in Israel today simply just means Middle Eastern non-Jew, whether Druze, Muslim, or Christian. And Jews are known as Israeli, but it wasn't always that way. It's just something for you guys to think about.